So I went to the Kamala Harris rally and my comments have been a dumpster fire since that time. The comments have been so unhinged, so crazy. That rally was over a week ago and people are still commenting on it. I think the video on Instagram has like 2 point something million views and it might be up to like 3 point something million on TikTok. I don't know. I hope I'm not lying. We'll put the videos in here somewhere, but it's been insane. And what has people in a tizzy, in an uproar, is the Meg Thee Stallion performance, which, okay, first of all, let's start from the beginning. So I went to the Kamala Harris rally. I got an email that was like, hey, do you want to come to the rally? And I was like, definitely, because I was hoping I'd get an opportunity to ask Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, a question and get her clarification on some issues that I think my audience would like to hear about.
In my reporting live breaking news bag, get into these teas. So we're here today at the Harris rally in Atlanta, Georgia. As you can see, there are already a lot of people here, girl. I thought I was really going to make it because I didn't get ready early enough, but I'm going to be reporting live, bringing you all the news. Hopefully I get a chance to meet with VP Harris.
That did not happen. First and foremost, you guys, they were like, if you don't get there by like 3:30 or 4, you probably will not be getting in. We don't care who you are, what your status is. The doors are going to close once capacity is reached, and capacity was 10,000 people. And once that's reached, you will be outside. And so I took my friend Karina. She went with me. She was my co-correspondent, and we went to the rally. So we got there around like 4:30 because it took me too long to get ready. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot going on that day, as always. So we got there around 4:30 and we got there with plenty of time. We were admitted into the little section that we were in and it was hot.
Okay, big check. Tell us what you're wearing.
All right, I've got my J. Crew blazer, a J. Crew top, some jeans and some rockets. Keep it comfy when you come to the rallies. But check, what do we have going on here?
Okay, Ann Taylor. This is probably like Amazon. I don't even know. This bag is a really cute Instagram brand. I can't remember the name right now, but I love you. ASOS and Air Force Ones, basic. I'm not a fashion influencer. What did you go with this bag? I don't know. Anyway. So they are playing Journey right now. This song is like my go-to karaoke song.
Absolutely.
I'm here with my co-correspondent, Karina.
It was hot. It was hot in there, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It was hot. It was packed. We were parched. Water was nowhere to be found until way towards the end of the event, or not the end. Let me not be too dramatic, but we went a minute without water and we finally did get water handed to us, but someone said they waited in line for water for 45 minutes. Baby, I saw that line. I said, I guess I'm going to be thirsty because I cannot wait in line that long. But what's interesting is that there were so many speakers at the rally. So John Ossoff was there, Raphael Warnock, Stacey Abrams. There were so many speakers at the rally, and the rally was like 3 hours long, maybe longer. So I'm being really generous with 3 hours. I think it was more like 3:30. It was a long rally, 3 hours and 30 minutes. But what has people in a tizzy is Meg Thee Stallion. Like, we should put some of the comments here. The comments were insane on both platforms. People going crazy. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I can't believe Meg Thee Stallion's performing, blah, blah, blah. That performance was less than 10 minutes long.
Sassy, gooey, nasty, acting stupid, what's happening?
Hey!
Less than 10 minutes long. The rally was so long. So many different speakers talked about so many different things, and that's what had people in a tizzy. That's what people wanted to focus on. And for me, I thought people were just having temper tantrums in the comment section. I mean, I understand why some people would be like, oh, well, I didn't really know Meg Thee Stallion. I'm not the target audience either. Like, I'm not the target audience for Meg Thee Stallion. But ultimately, that's okay, right? I think she gets people in the younger voting demographic excited about voting, and it does look like Kamala Harris is polling at higher numbers right now, but honestly, I don't know. I'm not a pollster, and the polls always say crazy things. I think many times the polls have had one person winning and that person has lost, but I did think that was crazy, the uproar about Meg the Stallion and the backlash that I've been getting in my comment section, which I don't think has been happening as much in real life. I think regular put together people have moved past it. I've certainly moved past it and posted many other videos since then. But it's been really wild. So yes, here's a little video compilation of the Kamala Harris rally. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know what you think. She did come to Atlanta, Georgia, and Trump threw a rally in that same convention center a little bit after that. I think like a couple of days later. So that's that on that. So here's my little video, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.
Sassy, gooey, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid was happening.
Hey, 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 hey.
He know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like Texas Brothers money ain't.
I first met the Vice President at the White House last year, where I shared my story as a young man. We worked together to fight the climate change crisis and the positive impact that the Biden-Harris administration has had on my communities.
Alicia, as a former prosecutor, what does Vice President Harris, what's her skill set that she's bringing to the table that's unique?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. So if you follow me or if anyone's seen my audience, they know I have an interesting thought about prosecutors. And I think that's something that President Harris has had to actually overcome in her past, her first time running for president and then becoming VP. There's a lot of misinformation about her regarding that, but some valid critiques as well. If you're going to be a prosecutor, if you're going to be a part of the criminal, carceral system. So, but I do think she'll bring a unique skill set to the table in terms of talking about Donald Trump and how he kind of bullies. But for me, I have to say, it doesn't really move me that, I don't like the rhetoric around being a convicted felon versus a prosecutor, right? Because obviously as a criminal defense attorney, I obviously represent a lot of people who are on the brink of becoming convicted felons or improperly convicted, things of that nature. So I don't know if that rhetoric is actually working that well, particularly for the Black and brown community. And so I actually think they should tone that rhetoric down, but it does seem like that's what they're going with.
Definitely. I think that they're going with the whole prosecution, the case of Donald Trump, because he's been in use so much for his legal worries. That I think it's kind of clever that they're really leaning hard with we are actually the party of law and order.